Hello and welcome to another episode of the Electric Norwegian. I'm Mads. Robert is, of course, also around. He will come along shortly. We're leaving the campsite now, and it's, as we mentioned yesterday, the campsite is perfectly adequate. Say that this is a high standard cabin. I'm sure the four of them on top of the hill here with the view, they looked much newer. What we had were, I mean, no, that's not. They have taped up stuff and everything. It was just, no. See, now Robert has also joined us. I've been complaining a little bit about the campsite. The campsite itself is good. The dinner was very good. The hotel area was very nice, but the cabin we had were worn down really. It wasn't. We pay a very high premium for that experience, and you get crap, to be honest.
Yeah. And they also have some, what do you call it? The pictures to describe the cabin was not from that cabin type.
No, it was from one of the, and the four ones on top look much newer as well. Where the pictures are taken.
Yeah, one of the pictures.
Yeah.
The picture with the view.
We had the one window we had. Well, we had views on, but one of the windows were overgrown with bushes, and we couldn't see anything out of it.
So I recommend you to find
Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
There is 2 or 3 other campsites nearby, so we use one of them.
But one thing they also have in the north, I have to say now that we are in this tunnel, that we forgot to say when we were in the north. In some tunnels, not all, but in some tunnels, they have this button you can push if you're a cyclist. You have this button you can push, and then it's this sign that blinks and says there is a cyclist in the tunnel, so the drivers can drive safely and not like he did now.
I thought I put the autopilot on. I hadn't. I'm sorry.
So that's a very nice thing to warn the motorists.
As you've seen, the roads here aren't the most spacious in the entire world, so you do need all the warnings you get, sort of.
It looks like the sun wants to come through.
Yeah, it's trying.
But at the moment it's raining. It's 13 degrees.
But let's put some music on and enjoy the scenery. See that waterfall up there? That's what you said, the 4th tallest free-fall waterfall in Norway.
Yeah, 293 meters.
So it's pretty impressive, isn't it? I mean, you've had streams and stuff all over the place. You've seen several of them, but now.
And this it's the 4th longest in Norway and the 46th in the world. Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Feigefossen or Feigumfossen.
This is just stunning.
Now we are now in the end of the Norway's longest fjord, Sognefjord. It's 205 kilometers long, and it's on the deepest it's 1,303 meters.
Really?
So it's a very deep fjord.
Wow, that's that is deep, like properly.
This fjord is the world's longest open ice-free fjord, and on a worldwide basis, it's the 3rd longest fjord in the world.
That's quite impressive, actually.
Yeah.
So we have a small country, but we have the 3rd longest fjord in the world, everybody. This is the Tindevei. It's actually an old construction road for some power lines here for a long time ago, and then they prolonged it, and then and then they ended up crossing the mountain. Maybe some of you wonder what those poles are on both sides of the road that you can see. They are actually for snow.
Yes.
So when you come and you to shovel the snow away, you can see where the road is going. So
and this road is not open all year long. It's usually it's open in the start of May, and it's open until the end of October. And I have no cell reception up here. So
the car has said it actually. One bar, but still 1 bar.
The road is 32 kilometers, goes from Supercharger to Øvre Årdal, and it's a toll road. You have to pay. And between May and November, when this road is open, this is the fastest way between Bergen and Trondheim, and it's no ferries. It's the only way to drive if you don't want ferries between Bergen and Trondheim.
Here you can see the power lines, and that's where that's why this road was built, to serve the construction of this place. I mean, just look at this. It's the first time I'm driving this road. I have always wanted to drive this road, oh yeah, this is fantastic. Well, I promised you some nice scenery yesterday, and here you go. Yeah, we delivered for once. Normally we babble on about things, but this we actually deliver. And I understand now why I've been waffling on about it for 20 years, because once you've driven it, you don't really ever forget it.
But I have good clothes when you're going over here.
It's 5 degrees. 5 degrees outside. We are, I don't have no idea how tall we are, how high this goes. But let's just, you're not down at the beach. So no. And I was a bit nervous with the Model X and the caravan, and came down, but we passed that as well. Had a few close encounters today, but that's how it is in some narrow parts of this country, and that's why I'm glad I have a Model 3, because I said it before and I will say it again. The SDX, the e-tron, and a few others, and I won't even imagine having this Cybertruck here. I mean, you can go anywhere in the Cybertruck, but if I think the Model 3 is too big, imagine what
on the other side there, we're going up there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we're regenerating on the way down, because
I love this thing.
I'm not quite sure. We have 200 kilometers of range, I think, or something. But well, now the battery status went from 28 to 40 down the hill.
Yeah, you're regenerating quite a lot here.
But we are also using a lot.
We are indeed. We have.
We are on 200 watt-hours now.
Where we were. It's about on the way up here. We had we started at 180 and we ended up at 350 or something like that, I think. Speaking of Model S, there it is. Okay, where are my extremities?
Okay.
Hello, thank you. Let the Mercedes past.
Oh, it's okay. You can drive. It's not that narrow.
I must say this car is very easy to place once you get to know it. Unlike the, speaking of the Model S, that is a little bit too long in the front. You never really know where we have the snout of the car.
But one thing, if you know when you're driving here, unwritten rule is that people going down is the people that should wait for the people going up.
No, it's probably the other way, because people going down don't have brakes. So they just...
No, that's because It's an unwritten rule because.
Is it?
Yes, yeah, it's an unwritten rule. People going down waiting for people going up because yeah, not some places it can be slippery some places, and if you stop down and you
now that makes perfect sense. Of course, I've just never heard it. Now we understand why the poles are here.
Some weeks ago, a trailer got stuck here in this corner. It's because it's this length restriction of 10 meters, and yeah, the truck was 10 meters.
Yeah, it was a semi truck, so it was a long thing, and you can't pull it. You just can't go anywhere. Oh boy. Okay. It does take some concentration doing this, but imagine if this road were empty and you could. I mean, a little part of me wants to go all Colin McRae up here, but you know, yeah, they've rebuilt some of the road and widened it a bit. You can see new material here. I have not been to the Alps yet. Maybe some of my viewers have been and can tell me if this is something similar or not.
Now we're coming to the top of 1 kilometer.
Yeah. If someone's wondering, the screen, the GPS is just showing a mountain. It shows nothing. No roads, nothing. It's just we're off-roading virtually anyway. This car is many things, but it is not an off-roader.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
We're going downhill again, so we're regenerating like crazy. We started off with 37% on the top, and now we have 40, and we're not done yet. Let's just bring up the energy graph for fun, shall we? Look at that. Oh, the radio is back as well, coming back down into civilization. Mountain, waterfall and stuff. I know there's been quite a few. You have to forgive me, this will be mostly a Tinder line, especially.
If you're wondering why I opened the window, it's because of the reflection. And sorry for the little bit unstable
cameraman.
I'm not unstable.
It happens.
But how was the mountain water?
It was okay. That's as good as I remembered it. But you know, things have happened. No, it was nice. I have collected a little bit of water in a bottle, but that ended up with me getting snow in my boot and stuff, or shoe as it were. If it had been boots, I wouldn't have gotten snow in them. We went all the way up there. That's where we were there for 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Car is making some very strange noises.
That's the rear motor, because it's doing all the regen. It's really not liking this, I think. I have a feeling maybe we should have a stop soon, just to cool it a little bit. I don't know, because I have no error messages, but you can hear it. Yeah, I think maybe we should have 5 minutes somewhere.
We can stop here.
I don't think it's dangerous or anything, but yeah, I'll let him pass. This, yeah. So, hope you enjoyed the mountain. I did. I know we spoke of weight and restrictions, and this is really narrow. Well, that one is causing a bit of an issue, because that's a huge twin.
Jag tror du börjar köra här.
Okay.
See now when it's going around the corner.
Yeah, that's a long one. It's barely getting past. And it's almost scraping as well. I'm not meaning to hang out the person. He's doing a good job and all that jazz. I just find it fascinating. We had this chaos caused 2 turns longer up. With a Porsche coming a Boxster, sounding glorious going up the hill. It was traffic, of course, LYC. And now we're in Årdal, now we're at the sea level again. Well, literally, almost soon, as you can see. I think he needs to cool his brakes down a little bit. There's a spot for the most beautiful charging place in Norway, and I have to say this is one of them. It just sums up the entire trip, really. Mountain fjords and stuff. Wow. This is a Fortum 50 kilowatt supercharger, quick charger here in Årdalstangen, sorry. So then we're off to the supercharger in Øvre Årdal, and we'll see you there. Yeah, I forgot to mention, we went down from the mountain with 37%. We arrived at sea level with 42%. And we've now used those percentages, and we got about 20 kilometers out of it, almost.
27.
Yeah, give or take around somewhere between 20 and 25 kilometers out of that added range. So I just found that, shut up car, I found that to be a fun fact. Yeah, here we go again. So then we are at the Årdal Øvre Supercharger, sorry, and great drive. This was actually the first queue situation we had, I think.
Yeah.
And then we just waited a while. It was this cool group of Tesla owners driving together, driven from Oslo, and was on a long trip. So we're getting only 44 so far, because it's a lot of cars here, so we're sharing for the time being. I have to get some food, and I have to get the toilet break.
Food again?
Maybe coffee. And then we're heading to, well, where exactly are we going? Yeah, we're going to Geilo. We're going, have quite a while to go.
No.
The car estimates 25 minutes charging, so yeah, we have 2 hours left to go. Well, so here we are at the camping in, I will forget names.
We are at Øen Tourist Center in Geilo.
That's what the name is, Geilo. And you look at this place and you think, look at the price, and you go like, oh, that's at least 1,000 Norwegian kroner. Probably 1,200 Norwegian kroner. And you go, no, it is actually just what, 800 and something.
850.
Yeah. That's what, 70% of what we paid last night.
Something like that.
Yeah, and this is nice. it isn't taped up shower holders and shit.
No.
Just had dinner from, there is a Chinese takeaway.
Dragon.
That's Dragon.
Dragon House?
Dragon House, yeah, probably something like that. Very nice. Yeah, most of the Asian kitchen is very nice. It's simple, but you get decent food for a decent amount of money, and it fills you up very nicely.
Recommend it.
Very recommend. There's a lot of traffic here from the summer tourists and the people who work cabins here and whatever.
People going from Oslo to Bergen.
Yeah, you don't hear anything in here.
No, and
You hear the train occasionally.
Yeah, because the railway is also.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the road again. But it's well sound insulated. It's fine. It's good.
It's okay for
Two.
Maybe three.
Maybe if it's 2 adults and a kid, or 1 adult and 2 kids or something, that could work. The drive today was just mental overload of mountains and nature and water, and a lot up here. There was a lot of dams, hydropower.
You're speechless.
I'm actually speechless.
And that's not often, I have to say. It's not often he's speechless.
I don't.
We should have something to celebrate with that.
It's astonishing. It is just fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't know how to cut this.
I was a little bit disappointed. I fell asleep, but I was a little bit disappointed about the ladders.
I agree. I remember, I've driven it several times, and I remember it as being. It is just so incredibly. It is the world's longest. World's longest tunnel.
Road tunnel.
Road tunnel in a mountain.
Yeah, and we had a very good lunch at in Årdal, Øvre Årdal.
That the bakery at Tia.
Tia, yeah, Tia.
Yeah, something like that bakery. Jam full of people. I think a lot of them were locals, and that's always a good time. Good food, good coffee.
Very nice people working there. I am because of my hands and so on. I can't lift heavy things. So the girl behind the counter took the chair for me and helped me to the table. But we experienced one thing today that we haven't experienced in
Q
at
the Supercharger. And I was thinking, okay, I could take the 150 kilowatt Delta BKK charger because that's quicker and a bit cheaper, but
and more expensive.
Yeah, exactly, more expensive, but it's not really much, And besides, it's been so cheap to drive this vacation that it doesn't really matter anyway. And I thought, wait a moment, I have to experience a Q and see how it is because I can't say as a Tesla driver. And I've been saying that, you just wait for 10 minutes. And I did wait for 10 minutes and it cleared, so I got the space. But then it was still full. So it was still restricted speed-wise to 45 and 40, between 45 and 50 kilowatts. And I think that there's no time penalty there, so you just pay for the power, so in that, or the energy received. So in that case, it's not like on 40 where you pay blood out of your ears because you stand there for a longer time than you should. But there was a big cafeteria there, and it was in the middle of slightly nowhere. It was 3 BKK 150 kilowatt chargers, 1 BKK 50 kilowatt charger, 6
Tesla
superchargers, and 4 Ionity chargers.
Yeah.
The Ionity chargers were not in use. Anyway, the bedrooms are nice.
We recommend Örn's tourist center.
I really do.
This is one of the smaller cabins with these amenities.
Yeah, with a bathroom and a detached bedroom.
Yeah, this is the smallest one. They have bigger, up to I think it's 60 square meters or something.
That's pretty big. Very small for that.
Yeah, 3 times bigger than this, almost. So yeah, they have cabins for every taste. You need to put you on rehab when you come home.
Yes, I have a mental issue, so I get no mountains. So, thank you.
I should put on some Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tips, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends if you know someone who loves mountains, or bridges, or a tunnel, or just
nice sceneries.
Yeah. And we will see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.